Like I remember when I was 30, I had 15 years in Miami, 15 years in Georgia. So I've been on the South Side my whole life. There's a story behind Forest Park. Forest Park used to be the place to be. It's not like you go through there now, you see the houses, it look abandoned, look, oh yes. But at a point in time, you had Forest Park, you had Gresham Park, you had DYJ. Back to Miami when I was 16. Okay. And obviously at 16, you know, that's where you start to really live your life. So I get to my house, the car's packed up, U-Haul packed up, whole house, all my stuff packed up. My mama, I don't know where she is. My little sister, I don't know where she is. To Miami, mind you, in my head, I'm a baseball player. Okay. I play football, but I'm a baseball player. Okay. Like if you want to go to college, you need to get that fucking baseball shit out your head. Like they calling me Georgia Peach. That just sent chills through me right now. That shit hit home. Niggas got smacked about that. That was one thing that kind of lit a fire under me. They was calling me Georgia Peach. Oh, that's dead. Niggas got to feel me. Somebody got to feel me. In my junior year, I walked into the locker room and Charlie Strong standing in there. He the head coach of Louisville. Thought that, you know, being ranked, you should I'm thinking more. I'm about to go D1. Yeah. Ain't no doubt in my mind. It's all about, like, development. All everybody want to do now is go pick at all these kids and bring them together because they already fly and they want to build like super teams. You got to make yourself undeniable. And it's the same way with yourself. I was crying. He didn't want to play me. I feel like he hindered my senior season. My first 4 games, I had like 45 tackles. 40. So like he was just like, I'll never forget it. He was like, Dre, man, you got to make them play you. Like, make them play you. And from that day on, my head coach was the offensive coordinator. I wouldn't let him get his plays off. Destroying all of this. I'm not even going to let the quarterback get the ball to the running back. Like, I did it for him. It's the youth. You really want to be around the youth. I got to get them. I got to get them before they get to where you can't get them. Yeah. In the community, you find them. You don't want to call it the streets, but that's kind of where they are. And it's because they TV babies. They're not outside like we used to be. So that's going to pick up 4 or 5. Hey, that you go pick up. You supposed to be playing on Sundays. You supposed to be playing on Sundays. Like, all y'all had to do was just take it and run with it. The opportunity. Everybody not going to take that opportunity. Ain't no food inside. They going to go to their home. These the kids that I want. These the kids that I want to afford opportunities to. They can't afford to have somebody pay for training. That's it. Hello. Welcome to What Talent Podcast. This is your girl, Lady J, and today we have a special guest here. Andre Revere Sr. is a former professional football player, a mentor, originally from Miami, Florida, and raised in Forest Park, Georgia. A former athlete at Fairmont State and Tuskegee University. Okay. He used to play for Texas Pioneros. Okay, they were Querétaro at the time, but you wanted something. I see you did in Mexico. Okay. Played football for Albany Empire to Columbus Lions. Okay. After a standout season, he became a team scouting director, helping connect overlooked U.S. athletes, especially in Atlanta, with life-changing opportunities abroad. Off the field, Andre is a proud father of 2 and a passionate youth mentor using football as a tool to teach discipline, education, and second chances. What's going on? Okay, so I'm going to start by saying that was amazing. That was amazing. The research that you did, what you were able to find, what you came up with, that was great. I wasn't expecting an introduction like that. That was good. I'm going to start with that. Okay. But what's up? I'm glad you like your introduction. Nah, that was lit. I ain't gonna lie, that got me going. So I'm already excited. I was excited before I got here, but I appreciate that. Okay. You was spot on. Like everything you said, spot on. Okay, that's cool. Me. So what was it like growing up in Miami and Forest Park? Oh, so I got like a split, like a direct split. Like I remember when I was 30, I had 15 years in Miami, 15 years in Georgia. So I've been on the South Side my whole life. I learned 285 and all that stuff after the fact. So I moved to Forest Park when I was 7. Reason why I know that is because I had my 8th birthday in the backyard, and that was kind of something that, it's like a childhood memory that you don't forget. So my childhood, for the most part, that I can really remember was Forest Park. And that's why I'm so passionate about Forest Park. That's why, because people don't know, like, there's a story behind Forest Park. Forest Park used to be the place to be. It's not like you go through there now, you see the houses, it look abandoned, look, oh, yes. But at a point in time, you had Forest Park, you had Gresham Park, you had DYJ.
What's DYJ?
DeKalb Yellow Jackets.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a couple other ones. But for the most part, like, I'm gonna always rep Forest Park proudly, because that's really all I knew. I ain't learned any other city in Clayton County until I was grown, 20, 21, 22. So I moved back to Miami when I was 16.
Okay.
And obviously at 16, that's where you start to really live your life. So I learned how to drive in Miami. I mean, you get your first real girlfriend and all that good stuff. So that, for the most part, like high school, I did some high school at Forest Park. I went to Morrow my freshman year, which was cool. My brother was a senior. It's the only reason why I went to Morrow. It's not really, Morrow ain't a part of the story, but it's in there, so it gotta get told. So yeah, but no, I went to Morrow my freshman year because my brother was a senior at Morrow High School. So I wanted to play with my brother for a year, so I decided to. Well, I ain't really decided. My parents decided that I was gonna go to Morrow, so I went to Morrow my freshman year, and then obviously once my brother left, that took me right back to, guess what? Forest Park.
Forest Park.
Right.
For how long, though?
Sophomore year. So half of my sophomore year, I was at Forest Park. I was in the middle of my baseball season. What's crazy is I got really an untold story. So my sophomore year of high school, I was in the middle of my baseball season at Forest Park. And one day, I get called out of the classroom. Like, come out, So I walk out the classroom, and I'm getting withdrawn from Forest Park. And, I don't know anything about it. I'm getting withdrawn. That's all I know. So I go with the flow. I get in the car. I get to my house. The car's packed up. U-Haul packed up. Whole house, all my stuff packed up. My mama, I don't know where she is. My little sister, I don't know where she is. My dad tells me we moving back to Miami.
Okay.
So I get in the truck. I move back to Miami. Get down there. Didn't really have much. So that was kind of, now I say adversity, which that's what we call it, adversity has kind of molded me into
who you are today.
Who I am today. Absolutely.
So just you and your daddy?
Me and my daddy in the truck. He got a 72 GMC Dolphin truck, Miami Dolphin truck, 72 GMC. He still got it to this day. Hauled that. That's all we took, the truck, and we went to Miami. So I get to Miami, mind you, in my head, I'm a baseball player.
Okay.
I play football, but I'm a baseball player.
Okay.
I get to Miami, completely different culture. It's a football culture, football atmosphere. I get to the school I get to. It's an A school. Shout out to my alma mater, Miami Palmetto Senior High. Yeah. So I get there, and it's culture shock. You see how Forest Park is. You inside. Everything's inside. I get down there to Miami, and it's just open. Everything's open. Like, you might see 3 people just walking down the hall, and it's like, anybody gonna say nothing? So it was, so it was kind of a culture shock for me. So it's outside freedom, a lot of freedom, and my uncle was the defensive coordinator. So all that baseball, that was kind of out the window. They told me this.
Stick to football.
This is what they told me. They say you want to go to college. Or I'm kind of, I don't, can I curse?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I just want to make sure. Because I'm a kid-friendly guy, but they literally told me, like, if you want to go to college, you need to get that fucking baseball shit out your head.
They get paid the most.
Them white boys don't want you out there.
They get paid the most.
Now, mind you, I would have been the only black player on the team. Granted, yes, but it really wasn't a decision for me. It was made for me. So I got down to Miami. I was the weakest one. They calling me Georgia Peach. Like, they calling me Georgia Peach. That just sent chills through me right now. That shit hit home. Niggas got smacked about that. That was one thing that kind of lit a fire under me. They was calling me Georgia Peach. I'm out there spring ball. These niggas is on the field calling me Georgia Peach. I'm like, bro, that's dead. Niggas got to feel me. Somebody got to feel me. And it lit a fire up under me. And I kind of took everything that was around me, just what the situation that was going on, and I just kind of made it what it was. Took it for what it was, made it what it was. I got an uncle, Herbert James. He played 5 years at University of Miami, got 5 rings. You know, like the football is just a part of the culture in my family. So I started training with him. You know, just out there, we out there, mind you, it's Miami, 102 degree weather.
It's hot, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just, it was like you either want it or you don't. If I don't get a scholarship, I don't go to college.
Okay. Simple
as that. And that's how I saw it. If I don't pay for this myself, then it's not gonna get paid for. Okay. So for me, it turned me up. It did. Going into I was on a pretty good team. We had some guys my junior year. We had about 7 guys went D1. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them still playing right now. So that was like, it was motivational. Like, dang, I remember my junior year. I'll never forget my junior year. I walked into the locker room and Charlie Strong standing in there. He the head coach of Louisville. And he like, Revere, take Charlie to go see Jermaine. And I'm starstruck. Like, you know, I know him from Florida. Like, you know, this Charlie Strong. So I'm like, damn, this is different. Going into my senior year, like after my junior season, going into my senior year, they had I was ranked 20th in the state inside linebackers. Okay. I played inside linebacker, but I also played defensive line. So I went back and forth between both. But, you know, that was shocking for me. I don't know,
So which one you like better?
For me, it was in the dirt. My hand in the dirt. Put me close to the ball.
So defensive tackle?
Defensive tackle. Okay. Absolutely. Defensive tackle. Why? Because I'm closer to the ball. Okay. The closer I am to the ball, the faster I can get to where the ball going. So that was yeah. But in high school, you know, at that time, like a middle linebacker you the general. You the quarterback of the defense. You know what I'm saying? So I had a good mentor my junior year. His name was Mike Dallas. Shout out my dog Mike Dallas. He went off to go to college, and he was a real good mentor. So I kind of stepped into his role my senior year, and the team wasn't as talented, but you know that's where I felt like I could make a bigger difference. But you know, it's football in Miami a little different. Okay. I was big, I was slow, so I had to learn angles. Like I had to learn formation, what they gonna do before they do it, and that's what kind of gave me an edge when I think about my high school, because I'm sitting there watching film. They line up in this formation. Oh, okay, boom, they about to right here. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sneak to where I think they gonna be, and if they happen to go that way, boom, I got a head start already. So, being a student of the game has kind of taken me a long way, and it just helped me break down almost every position. You learn the game, and you learn what everybody's supposed to be doing to make your job easy. You know where he's supposed to be.
So how was your recruiting process once you was getting ready to get recruited to college? What was that like?
Man, I feel like the recruiting process it's kind of an underrated thing, but for me it was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit frustrating because I thought that being ranked. You should. I'm thinking more. I'm about to go D1. Yeah. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I'm like, I'm going D1. There's no, it's nothing. I'm going D1. I can't, and it was kind of disappointing when I got some good Division II offers. My first offer came from Bethune-Cookman. That's a really good HBCU school, but I'm thinking bigger. The biggest offer I got came from FIU, Florida International University. Okay. I'll tell you how they did me.
How they did you?
My senior year of high school, they win their first ever bowl game, the Little Caesars Bowl. I go to their camp. They give me number 1. I have a really good camp. They're pretty much like, okay, we good. We're locked in together.
Yeah, locked in.
Man, they won the Little Caesars Bowl. Pull my offer.
Why?
Because they opportunities first, what they thought or felt was somebody better. Like you win a bowl game, like you get bowl eligible and you win a bowl game. kind of gives you a notch. That's a recruiting thing. Like, that's a recruiting tip. Like, you go win a championship, right? You coach AAU. You go out, you win a championship. When you come back home, a couple of them kids from them teams you smacked up that was dropped 20 on you, they're going to try to jump, they're going to try to get on that bandwagon too. So just kind of one of those type of.
So, I'm going to just say Deuce. How are you training him? You training him like you was getting trained?
My God. No. And that's what's crazy.
Why not?
We didn't have this, Jayla. We didn't have this. This is what I'm doing for my son is kind of what I feel like everybody needs. What we're lacking on the South Side. That's what we lacking. We in the league right now. We're 12-0, and we playing the championship on Thursday. And I say that to say it's all about like development. All everybody want to do now is go pick at all these kids and bring them together because they already fire and they want to build like super teams. You want to know why my son now is where he is now? Because he was on one of those type of teams, something similar. And he didn't play. He
didn't get to play.
My son didn't know what the infield felt like. He played a little first base every now and then. He didn't know what the infield felt like. So, as a parent, I'm not going to beat the coach down, put my son here, put my son there. You got to make yourself undeniable. And it's the same way with yourself. Like for me, if I'm sitting on the sideline, like what you do, you got to show. You got to show that in practice. You got to show that consistently. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm showing you that you can't block me, you can't block me, you can't block me, you can't block me. Come game day, when it's time to go, they gonna want me out there. Why? Because they know they can't block me. So it's just kind of one of them deals where you gotta put yourself on a level to where it's almost like make 'em play. I remember my dad told me my senior year we almost smacked everybody at Tuskegee. So I didn't have the best relationship with my defensive coordinator. Sorry, my D-line coach. We ain't had the best relationship. One thing my dad, I will never forget this. I called my dad, I was crying. He didn't want to play me. He was kind of like, he wouldn't start me. Like, just my senior year. And I'm transferring into the school, like, with the expectations of going to the NFL. Like, I feel like he hindered my senior season. My first 4 games, I had like 45 tackles. 40. Sorry. I had like 10. I was getting 10 a game. 10 a game.
Right.
If I would have got 100 tackles, ain't no question I'd have been in the league, or at least got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Got on a practice, got to somebody practice or something like that.
Right.
So I called my dad. I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I was kind of like, damn, what this is it? Like this what's gonna be? Man, my dad told me on some like wake up. Like he was just like, I'll never forget it. He was like, Dre, man, you gotta make them play you. Like, make them play you. And I'm just kind of like, what do you mean? He was like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that. Make them play you. And that's all he said to me. And I sat on it. I slept on it. And then I realized what he meant. Like something snapped in me. And you know what I did?
What?
From that day on, my head coach was the offensive coordinator. I wouldn't let him get his plays off. I'm disrupting everything. Oh. I'm destroying all of this. I'm not even gonna let the quarterback get the ball to the running back. Like, I did it for a whole 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight. Come game day, never forget, we playing Fort Valley, my senior year. We playing Fort Valley. I'm not starting. I'm on the sideline. Mind you, my dad already told me what to do. Make them play you. So I had that week, I wouldn't let them get the ball off. Disrupted. I come off the field, they get to run like 3-4 plays. I come back on, they don't get the ball off. And that was my mentality. They couldn't block me. They couldn't block me. That was my mentality at the time. First play of the game, Fort Valley. I'm sitting on the sideline. Struck. Boom. They get the ball to the running back. He hit it. 20 yards. I'm looking. I looked at my head coach. He looked at me. It was like this. I looked away. Just like that. Next thing you know, all I hear, Revere, go get done. I'm like, all right, bet. So I go out there. Mind you, we're second, third play of the game. Mm-hmm. Why am I not starting? If you calling me second, third play of the game, where should I be?
Start.
I should be on the field.
Yeah.
Revere. I go out there. My very first play of the game. It's the first play on my highlight tape from my senior year.
You got a sack?
Sack. My first play of the game. And for me, it was just like, damn. Like, but that make them play you, it still stick with me today. And that's like a mentality for me. Like, bro, if you feel like you not getting a fair shot, take the decision away. Mm-hmm. Right?
I agree. But then at the same time, that's not how the world is right now.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely right. But it's all about opportunity. If you get an opportunity,
you gotta show. When you get an opportunity, you gotta.
And that's what it really boils down to. You're 1,000% right. That's what we're lacking. That's what we're not getting enough of. Yeah. Is that
opportunity.
But once you do get it, if you do get it, because I didn't get mine either. I'm with you. Now, did I get to play overseas? Yeah. Could I have taken advantage of that? Yeah. But if I was in the league, I would have had $1 million body. Mm-hmm. How I'm supposed to keep up with that? I don't got $1 million to keep my body right. I got to eat what I can afford. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. If I would have made it, if I'd have got a shot or got on somebody's practice squad, mm-hmm. I would have, I'm getting a position. I'm going to eat right. I'm doing all that because now that becomes my life. Like, that's my job. That's my livelihood. Me playing overseas is like, I'm doing that off just my raw talent, ability.
Yeah.
If I was really training, we be playing on Sunday somewhere.
So what made you just decide you don't want to play no more?
My kids. It ain't nothing else to it. The kids.
Yeah.
If it weren't for my kids, I'd still be playing today. Now, I'm going to say this. Mm-hmm. Because this is disclosed information. Don't nobody even know this.
Oh.
I'm playing in the championship game this Saturday for like a semi-pro team that's out of South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm away from the game, but I couldn't stay away from it like that. So I've been playing on Saturdays, driving North Augusta, South Carolina.
Why you ain't been saying nothing?
It's all good. I'm gonna say something when I get my ring.
Oh,
look, don't worry about it. When I get,
it's a championship game.
Championship game, yeah. It's in Charlotte. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm gonna fly out on Friday, play the game, and I'm gonna come back on Sunday. But now, as far as international, I had a team in Germany, my old team, literally just the other day. Two games. Dre, can you play? Can you come play too? If it wasn't in Europe, absolutely, I'm there. Ingo, I would be there, but I can't. I got my son 8, my daughter 3. You know what I'm saying? When I was playing, in the peak of my career, mm-hmm. they couldn't remember nothing. My daughter was in Mossad. My son, he couldn't remember nothing. He remembers now. He looking for me. Mm-hmm. He depending on me. It's a little different. So, me
Is you gonna bring him with you?
A few hours on Saturday to the game.
Yeah,
I thought about it. Matter of fact, he is going because my dad going. So you're right. I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, bring him with you.
And we got some new jerseys too. Hey, I've gotten 3 jerseys this season. Mm-hmm. A white one, a green. We the Seahawks. A white one, mm-hmm. a green one, a black one, and now we about to get a blue one with the championship patch. So it ain't like no little Rudy Poo. They take it serious. Like, I done played against some good competition and everything. So
wait, before you go anywhere, can you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel? So how much is, like, not to be in your pockets or nothing like this, so how much is, like, a contract if you want to play overseas? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. International contract is, depending on where you go. Mm-hmm. Some places you can get a bag, but you got to think about the conversion rate, right?
Okay.
So if you're a single guy, if you don't really have, like, if you young and you single and you don't got no kids and, you don't really have many responsibilities. Like, I got partners over there right now. They ain't got no kids. What they coming back here for? You know what I'm saying? They still over there. They making good money.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, my $1 is $20 in Mexico.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So check me out.
Be rich in Mexico.
So if you do the conversion, like, if you, let's say you get paid $1,500 to $2,000 mm-hmm.
a
game, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you do the conversion of it, over there, you making about I don't know off the top, but I would say probably about about 500
a game.
It's like 500K.
Okay.
Over there, if that makes sense. Now,
and
mind you,
equivalent to like 100K here.
No, no, it's not. But it's a lot of money.
Okay.
Not gonna say it's equivalent to 100K, but it's a lot of damn money. Put it like this: I can feed myself. I can feed my family. I can feed my family with about $25 to $30 pesos.
Okay.
25, 30 pesos.
Yeah.
I mean, we eating tacos. Don't get me wrong, tamales. Yeah. But I can feed my family. We eat. Now, if you using your debit card, put it like this, you using your debit card, right? If I go into the store and I go get a Gatorade, boom, I tap my junk, I might look at my thing, it might be 53 cents.
But it's really like
$3 at the crib.
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but to answer your question, they house you. They feed you. The only thing you're like, they give you the gear. Like, the only thing you're paying for is your toiletries. So if you're buying toilet paper, deodorant, toothpaste, you going out, you buy you some shoes, stuff like that. If you're a businessman, you coming home with some bread. My first season, I came home and bought a Cadillac. And Deuce was in that Cadillac, hot, no AC. And that's what made me buy
another car.
That's what made me finance my first and only car. And that was the big accomplishment.
And you don't want to finance no more cars?
I would never do that again. When I paid that car off, that was one of the best feelings ever. No, I would never do that again. But I was able to come home and I bought a Cadillac cash. It was like my neighbor's. He was across the street, but I had saved enough money just from
playing.
Deuce was, he was little. He didn't have, diapers. It wasn't really too much needed at the time.
Okay. So we're going to play a game called This or That.
Oh, this or that. I'm ready.
Okay. So Miami Heat or Atlanta Vibes?
Miami Heat.
You got all this Atlanta apparel on right now, but he's saying Miami.
Heat Nation. Do I need to show hold up. Where you at, Sebastian? Where you at? You over here? There you go, Sebastian. Nah, man, come on now. It's all day now.
All right. Friday night lights or Sunday pro games?
Sunday pro games, red zone. If we on the red zone, it's fantasy football.
Okay.
I'm going Sunday pro game.
All right. Arena football or international football?
International football all day. Arena football was just because I couldn't go international no more. Yeah.
Okay. Playing the game or scouting talent?
Scouting talent.
Really?
Always. You said scouting talent? Talent? Yeah. I'm always recruiting.
Okay. Weight room grind or film room study?
Ooh. Weight room grind or film room study? Film room study. I'm lazy. I'm big boy.
Not you lazy.
Look, film room study. Look, we go double back for the weight room.
You
get on my push-ups.
Okay, yeah. Tacos in Mexico or wings in Atlanta?
Tacos.
You
tacos de chorizo y pastor.
I was just in Dallas and I had their tacos.
What kind of tacos do you eat?
I eat chicken.
You gotta step outside of your comfort zone.
Well, I don't eat beef and pork, so I'm not gonna eat nothing else.
Dang. Okay. They got lengua. That's cow.
What is
lengua? It's cow tongue.
No.
Chicharrones. Oh, that's pork. You don't eat that.
Yeah. It's still anything came from a cow, a pig, can't eat it.
Dang.
Or red meat, anything, I can't eat it.
Yeah, I do a lot of chicken too. I ain't gonna lie, I eat a lot of chicken, but.
Okay, homecoming at Tuskegee or winning a championship?
Winning championship. About to win another one on Thursday. I'm about to win 2 championships this week. Okay. That's gonna give me 5.
Defense wins games or offense sell tickets?
Defense wins games and championships.
That's for every sport.
Every sport.
Being the underdog or the favorite?
We the favorite this week. So, we the favorite on Thursday. We the underdog on Saturday. That's tough.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the underdog.
Like being an underdog? Yeah, that what the show is for, the underdogs.
Yeah.
What does your success look like to you now?
Ooh. Success? That's a tough question. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? What do you mean?
Like, what do you feel like you did good at?
Okay. Well, I kind of think it's still being written, honestly. I'm still in the process of it, and I just want. It's really just this youth. It's the youth.
You really want to be around the youth.
I gotta get them. I gotta get them before they get to where you can't get them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just I coach the same group of kids from 8 years old all the way up to high school. I sent them off in the high school. Yeah. You remember that? You remember them teams?
Yeah.
Like, them kids, like you build them bonds with those kids. Like Chasen, right now, he was my quarterback. I met him playground. Like you find these kids like you find them in the community. You find them. You don't want to call it the streets, but that's kind of where they are. And then you pull them up out of it, and then you give them something to live for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand what that means to certain kids, like, and not having that opportunity, how that can affect you. These kids now, I'm seeing it. I coached a 10 and under team at Forest Park 2 years ago, 2022, 2023, whatever it was, and we didn't win a game. Not because... Nah, we didn't win the game because of the kids. Yeah, it was because of the kids. But,
not because of you, honey.
No, it's not. I'm not going to say that. But the thing is, I can't even come into the season expecting to win games. I'm coming into the season expecting to be able to compete with the talent that I'm given. And it's because they TV babies. They're not outside like we used to be. So as a parent, if you're that parent, you got to be the one to say, come on, we going outside. You got to pull them outside now. They ain't just outside. You don't gotta go find them riding their bikes no more. They in the game. They playing Fortnite and Roblox.
Yeah. I love that you still for the kids, but I say FTK. Fuck them kids, man. I love them kids, man. I love them. But hey, you gotta sometimes, because how much you invest in, especially since I don't have any kids, I'm more invested than they are in their parents, and that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
So I prefer to let me just step away, because that's not. I ain't got time.
But see, and that's the thing. Once you dive into that realm, it's not about parents.
It's not, but at the same time, it's inconsiderate.
Absolutely, you gotta have the support. But at the same time, though, I'm that coach that's gonna pick up 4 or 5. Hey, you go pick up him. I know you are. So when you're him or her, when you're that coach,
it gets overwhelming.
You become that parental figure. You become that. Everybody can't go to their parents and say some of the things that they would say to their coach. Your coach is like your safe space. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody love to go to practice and be around their coach if you got that type of coach.
I agree.
And if you're that type of coach, which you are, that's gonna bring. That's why you got all them kids around you all the time. That's why all them kids want to be in your car. That's why they want to ride with you everywhere. That's why they want to go. That's because you've become their safe place.
I mean, I agree.
And they parents don't got nothing to do with y'all relationship.
They don't, but I'd be like, I guess I'm tired.
That's what it boils down to.
I'm just tired.
You need help though. You gotta get a staff.
I'm very understanding.
You can't do everything.
But ain't nobody gonna treat them the way I treat them.
And that's why we do what we do. Because I had to understand that too. Like I'm like, damn, you really can't be everywhere. You can't save everybody. Like I'm not gonna say any names, but I got kids right now that I be like, damn, like. You supposed to be playing on Sundays. You supposed to be playing on Sundays. Like, all y'all had to do was just take it and run with it. The opportunity. Everybody not going to take that opportunity.
Nope.
Some kid. The biggest competition right now for a coach is the streets.
The streets are the games.
It used to be the streets. You're right. It's kind of split down the middle now.
The games are taking over.
It's the internet. Yeah. The women, the girls at a certain point. But I'm still old school. Like I'm still thinking about these kids that don't have no game. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kids I'm talking about. They ain't inside because ain't nobody inside. They ain't inside because they mama and daddy in there arguing, fussing and fighting. They ain't inside because ain't no food inside. They gonna go to their home. These the kids that I want. These are the kids that I want to afford opportunities to. They can't afford to have somebody pay for training. That's expensive.
So
it costs to be good nowadays.
Yeah. See, my experience with the kids is more of like they don't have no daddies around.
100%. That's big too.
I'm kind of like, I'm not a dude, but I am in place of, I guess, the male figure in their life, as far as like a coaching aspect.
Yeah.
But like they'll come and talk to me about all kind of stuff, and I'll be like, but I really give them some real game. Like, nah, y'all. I'll be like, y'all niggas lame with doing half of the stuff that they do or whatnot. But
and they need that. Like they need that. That's mentoring. That all come with the territory, man. Them same kids. You remember why he?
I gotta see him by face.
You gotta see him, man. Why he calls me? Look, he calls me every other week. At first, I didn't know the number. I would see a number. It would call me almost every week, consistently. My boy get one phone call.
Where you at?
My boy got 7 years.
What do you do?
You know why he out of Forest Park, man? Everything happened right there at Forest Park, man.
I be trying to get these kids out of Forest Park.
17 years old, and got into a fight with a grown man. Ended up shooting him, killing him. And right now, he gonna get out when he's 26. I talked to my boy the other day. Mind you, he's a kid. This is that 8-year-old that I'm talking about, that I got off the playground. It's that same 8-year-old I got off the monkey bars. Like, that shit do something to you, you know. And now he calling me. He ain't gonna get out till he's 26.
That's crazy.
But at the same time, though, it's good to hear from him. It's good to know he doing good. Like, he doing good. He done changed. Like, I'm listening to him, and I'm like, damn, boy, if this was you then, we playing on Sundays. He's that type of talent. He was that type of talent. There's a kid right now, the one that I mentioned just now. He just transferred. He played his freshman year at UCF. Chasen Johnson. He just transferred to USC in California. Like, he's about to go out to USC in California. Chasen came to me one day. He said, "Coach, it's a kid in my neighborhood. He way bigger than me, but when we race, we be finishing together. He fasted. He almost faster than me." I said, "Huh? When I take you home today, take me to this kid. Take me to his house. Take him home. Take him to the kid house. Is Wahid. That's the kid I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about undeniable talent. Didn't know a thing about football. Put him on that field. Don't even know it. But he's a dog. Nobody could do nothing with him. And he did that from 8, 9 till he was 14. But once you let them go, what do? Once they're out of your possession, because if they playing with me, we practicing 2-3 days a week, 2 hours a week. I'm in your class. I'm in your school. I'm on you. I'm talking to your teachers, talking to your dad. I'm making sure you're doing what you got to do.
That's when the parents should
step in.
But
once you're out of, but that's what everybody. That's the product.
That's where the parents
product of your environment. You heard that before?
Yeah.
It be like that.
But
everybody parents ain't there.
I love the kids. Them my kids. I don't care what nobody say. Them my kids. But I haven't experienced any one of my kids actually going off to jail or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Let's hope it stays that way.
And I got a few of them that graduated.
Okay.
But they are. I'm trying to.
That's all big.
They get into like weed and all kind of stuff, and I'm like, y'all starting a habit that y'all don't want to be a part of. And weed is cool and all. It's cool when you grown and you ain't got nothing else.
I've always heard I've always heard the term, and for me, it stuck with me. Make it a hobby, not a habit. If you're smoking weed because you need to smoke weed because you're a fiend and you just feel like you gotta have it, that's not the right reason to be smoking weed. There are benefits to smoking weed, but it ain't because you fiending. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a long day, you get home, you know what I'm saying, you're in your own space, you smoke, you good, you relax your body. That's different than being out. And another thing is, it's your environment, man. These kids, they don't have, where you gonna go if you 16-year-old? Where can you go safe to go smoke some weed? Nowhere.
Well, when I was coming up, my mama was I didn't smoke because I played sports. I was into sports. I feel like athletes wasn't smoking. Like, we wasn't even thinking about it.
Not back in the day. It wasn't a thing.
And then if you was smoking, it's because you really going through some stuff at home.
You don't broadcast.
Right. Everybody don't need to know what you got going on.
Nobody broadcasts being a smoker unless you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
So, but if I did want to smoke, my mom would probably been the person where she preferred me smoking at home versus going out other places.
Absolutely.
But we could talk about this all day with these kids and whatnot. Can you let the people know where they could find you? What you got going on?
Okay. All right. So, my Instagram is Belizean Boy 97. That's probably gonna be hard to spell. We have to drop that, like, just spell it out. But right now, we on the mentoring wave. Like, we've been talking about it.
I want to say peace to
we got some stuff on the way, and it's coming for the South Side.
Okay.
Like, we need it. We need it bad. Like, right now, for me, I put a lot of emphasis on a different focal point on baseball because I played football. I played football from, like, it's a dangerous game.
It is.
It's a dangerous game. And when you start thinking about your kids, now football today is not football back in the day. Football today, you got 6-year-olds right now literally getting trained in their garage to come take your baby head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, these they training these babies from 6, 7, and they destroying kids. And that's not how it was back in the day. Back in the day, talent was kind of like split. Kids wasn't lifting weights at 8, 9, 10 years old. So today is a little bit different. And it's like, it almost costs. It costs to be good.
Yeah.
It costs to even keep up.
It does.
Not even be good, to keep up. It costs to keep up, especially when you don't got the male figures out there. So we got some stuff coming specifically for the South Side. It's going to be very affordable, and, it's going to be an opportunity for kids to get better and to have positive males and positive role models in their life, because a lot of these kids don't have it. Okay. So that's kind of what we're doing. And then we're doing it through the shop. Like, everything going to have a KMS on it. You already know. By the way,
I was wondering if he's going to shout his brother out. Dang, that's crazy.
Look, I try to stay on topic. You're asking me questions.
Okay, I got you.
You came here asking me about what I do now. I'm a service manager.
Okay.
So, yeah, so my brother owns a European shop on the South Side of his Stockbridge. We work on BMWs, Mercedes, Land Rover, Jaguar, anything European, Porsche. And you ain't gonna get no better prices. Like, we had to go away from the dealership. We see how the dealership do people. It ain't pretty. So my brother's thought process was, let me do my own thing, make it more affordable, but bring dealership quality, if not better, because they word ain't bond. We get cars from the dealership all the time. You'd be surprised. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, but that's what we got going right now. Honestly, I personally think it's my turn to ask a couple questions. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we're out of time. Don't you think?
I get it, but I think I should be able, even if it's off air. I get to ask a couple questions.
Why?
How you get to ask all the questions?
Because it's called My Podcast.
Nah, where it say that?
What do you mean? Where it says that?
It's what talent?
Who booked this room?
Oh, you booked the room? This is a beautiful setup, by the way. Let me just say, I'm impressed with everything today. I didn't know what to expect when I got here, but I'm impressed.
Listen, this your girl, Lady J. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Thank you for coming out.
I just need like 5 more minutes.
Thank you for coming out.
This your boy, Andre Revere Sr. Thank you for watching What Talent Podcast. Jayla, I appreciate the opportunity. Stay tuned for more to come.